Hey guys, this is Esther. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how to make these super easy, super cute flowers. So this is the flower we're going to be making today. I think it is so pretty, and I know you can't really tell here, but I promise it's so pretty. I got this tutorial from Sock Crafters. Now she does hers a little bit different than the way that I'm going to show you. But I will also link her video in the description down below just in case you want to go do it like her. She paints hers. I don't paint mine. She uses white cardstock and then paints it. I use double-sided paper so that I don't have to paint it. I want to say thank you so much to Yelady Ramos because thanks to her I'm able to make these flowers. Because you're going to need a scalloped punch, your paper of course. You're going to need some kind of like foam mat. You're going to need a little bit of glue. And of course your stamens. If you don't have stamens, don't worry because I'll give you options to find something else. You're also going to need a hole punch like a crocodile, but if you don't have a crocodile, no worries because your girl's got options for you. So let's get started. The first thing you're gonna do, which I've already done, is you're gonna paper punch your circles. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Prima paper that I totally fell in love with because it's lavender. And then I'm using some vellum. I thought just to add a little bit of vellum, just to give it a little extra layers, to make it look a little more romantic, I guess is the word. Now for this flower, I used 3 layers. Let me see if I can bring it close to the camera. That is my vellum, and then I have the other 2. Now what's great about these is that one time you can put this one on top and it'll give you like a darker color, but then if you want to soften it up you can put this one, or you can flip it over and have a lighter color. That's the great thing about having double-sided paper, because you have more options to work with. Now you can use 3 and it'll look like that, but you can definitely use more than 3 and it'll give you like a fuller look. I'm going to use 3 because I like how 3 looks. You can definitely use bigger punches. I know this one is the 1.5, but you can use the 2 or the whatever. And I'll show you one that I used with the 2-inch circle. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your circle, your scalloped circle, and you're going to find the center of it because that's where you're going to do your hole punch. And here's how we find the center of it. You fold it in half, making sure that it's right at the half, that you're lined up with your other side, and then you're going to fold that in half one more time. Then you're going to open it and ta-da, there's your center. You're going to mark it. Okay, now you take your other 2 circles. You're going to want to put them all together like exactly the same so that they all punch out at the center. There you go, they're all together. Now I'm going to take my crocodile because this one has 2 options for the hole, the little one and the big one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the big one and make the hole. Now if you don't have a crocodile, do not worry because you can easily take your blade and just, you know, do this until you get the hole. That's how I did the other ones that I'll show you so that you can see that they look exactly the same. Okay, so once you have all your 3 punched out, what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're going to sprinkle them up. And what that does is it kind of softens and loosens up the fibers. Have you guys seen Matilda, the movie? I love the part where the dad, I'm sorry guys, but I love the part where the dad puts on the hat and then it glues onto his head and they try to take it off and they're like, the fibers are fused. I'm sorry. I just love that part. Anyways, that's what it does. That's what all this crumpling does. It kind of loosens up the fibers, especially when you have like a really good quality paper pad like this Prima pad. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to open them. So you see how you have your scallops here? What you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to go in between every 2. You're going to cut through every 2 scallops, and I'll show you right now. You're gonna cut, but make sure you don't go all the way through because you don't want to cut all the way through. So now you're gonna do the exact same thing to your other circles. Okay, so once you have all 3 of your circles done, you're going to need some kind of foam mat to work with, and you're also going to need like a paintbrush. This is the one that I'm using, and this one is from Michael's, and it's the Artist Loft. So I guess it's the number 2, and it has a tiny little like booty part. So that's going to be your tool that you're going to be using. You're going to need a foam mat, like I said. If you don't have like one of those black foam mats, I know that we all have these, or the majority of us have these. Every season or every holiday, Dollar Tree comes out with some kind of foam heart, a foam egg, a foam bunny, a foam skeleton, something like that. So I'm going to be using this foam bunny that I got from Friend Mail. If you were to not have this, another thing you can use is, I don't know if you guys remember those glass mats that Tuesday Morning had for like $3.99, and they were pink and blue, and everybody wanted to get some. The back of those is foam, so you can flip that over and use that as well. What you're going to do is you're going to place your flower down on your mat, and I'm going to come closer, and then I'm going to do it on the mat. And you're going to go in. So you're going to take each little petal that you've cut out, which includes 2 little scallops, and you're just going to go here, and you're going to pull down, pull down, pull down, and that's going to start making your petals kind of curve in. And you're going to do that to every single petal. Okay, let's do this. See, and I go a couple, not a couple, like 3 or 4 times over each one. Ta-da! You're gonna do the same thing to all 3 of them. You are all set. Let me zoom out now. So now we're gonna take our 3 pieces and put them together. Before I do so, I'm gonna take a little bit of glue, and I'm gonna add a couple little just dots. If you have the crocodile and you make your hole, all you have to do is make sure that you are centering it, and that is it. Like, you really, there's no miss. But if you don't have the crocodile and you're going to be using your X-Acto knife or something, so what I like to do when I used my blade on the other ones is I added the glue first. I brought the circle in with the X-Acto knife, and I made sure to go through until I was all the way through, and then I knew that they were layered perfectly. Alright, now it's time to add our, you can give it a little fluff, but you still got to add your stamens and stuff. So I'm going to use stamens. These little guys are from previous flowers that I had purchased, I want to say over a year ago, and it was a D-stash, and I bought the flowers, but those in particular, I don't know why I didn't really care for them. So what I did is I just cut off the stamens of those flowers, and I put them together, and I just, twist them, and then I put them in through the little hole. Ta-da! And the next thing that I do is this little part was part of that flower. So when I took it apart, I took the back part off carefully so that I could put it in the back of this one, like so. But if you don't have that, you can just add a little tiny circle, you can add a little felt piece, you can add a little tiny sticker, you can add whatever you want. And just like that, guys, you have yourself a super cute little flower. Now what I did to this one, I added some stickles, of course, because your girl loves some stickles. Now, if you don't have stamens and you don't see yourself purchasing any soon, here are other options that you can use to get yourself cute little centers. For this one, I use some of the flat back pearls from Dollar Tree, the ones that come in strips that are little stickers. And then you can't really tell, but I added some Winkostella to the middle. This I think is one of my favorite ones. This one I added chunky glitter, the one from the Target Dollar Spot, and I added a bigger flat back pearl that I got in friend mail. And see, these I haven't put anything in the back, so it's just like that. Also, you can find these little, I think they're called glass beads or something like that from Dollar Tree, and they come in all different colors. You can add those as centers as well. And then this, oh, I love the way this one looks. And I got this little like jewel piece from Robin. Turtle Creations for you. Thank you so much, Robin. I have been hoarding these, and yay, now I found something to use them for. And then the last one is done with a bigger scalloped punch, and it has different paper. Now this paper is origami paper, so it's very light, very thin, so it was easier to make it look more fuller. And then in the middle, I used some of those little glass beads from Dollar Tree as well. So you see, guys, you have options here. You don't have to have the stamens. You can add other things that are readily available to us, like the chunky glitter from Target Dollar Spot. A lot of these middle things are from Dollar Tree in your friend mail. I know that we always send each other little flat bags and little jewels and stuff like that. So definitely go shop your stash, because I'm sure you have some kind of something in there. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it and that this was helpful to somebody out there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you guys like this video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and join our tiny family. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!